Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Today we've got a brand new story to share with you. So let's begin. The comic shop was the kind of place where stories seemed to live in the walls. You came for the latest issues, sure, but you stayed for the owner's sharp wit, his encyclopedic knowledge of the area, and his uncanny ability to make you feel like family. One evening, as the shop settled into its usual hum of quiet conversations and the faint crackle of plastic sleeves, the owner leaned across the counter and said, "Let me tell you about the wildest thing I've ever heard. It's a story you won't forget." He paused, giving us just enough time to lean in closer before he began. There was this guy, Jake. Good guy, quiet but sharp. He'd been coming to the shop for years. Always polite, always friendly. The kind of guy you'd trust to watch your dog or your kids. Then one day he just disappeared. Stopped coming in, no explanation. Weeks turned into months. Then one night, out of nowhere, Jake walked back into the shop. Same guy, but not the same. You ever see someone who looks like they've been through hell and come out the other side, harder and colder? That was Jake. He grabbed a couple of comics, and as I was ringing him up, I said, "Hey man, haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on?" He hesitated, gave me this wry little smile, and said one word, "divorced." I raised an eyebrow and said, "Yeah? What happened?" What he told me, I still think about it. It was like something out of a movie. Jake had been married to Emily for almost 6 years. She was gorgeous, he said. The kind of woman who could walk into a room and make everyone stop and stare. He was crazy about her. But Emily had this dream. A vacation to Europe, first class everything, staying in 5-star hotels, the works. Thing is, they didn't have that kind of money. So Jake, being the kind of guy he was, decided to make it happen. He picked up a second job delivering pizzas at night. Kept it a secret from her, so it'd be a surprise. Every extra dollar he earned went into a hidden account, all for that dream trip. 6 months of late nights, skipped weekends, and exhaustion. 6 months of keeping the secret. Then, one Friday night, he gets a call for a delivery to this rundown motel on the edge of town. You know the type. Neon sign flickering, parking lot full of busted-up cars, and that smell of stale smoke and regret. Jake knocks on the door, and when it opens, the shop owner paused, looking at each of us. It's Emily, his wife, standing there barefoot, wearing nothing but a man's shirt, not his shirt. And behind her, lying on the bed, was the guy she'd been cheating with. Jake told me he didn't even feel angry at first. He just stood there staring at her. And she stared back, frozen like a deer caught in headlights. The other guy? He didn't even get up, just smirked and said, "You gonna give us the pizza or what?" That's when something snapped in Jake. But not the way you'd think. He didn't yell, didn't throw a punch. He said he just smiled, this slow, cold smile, and said, "Enjoy." He handed over the pizzas, took the guy's cash, and walked out. But here's where it gets interesting. Jake didn't go back to the pizza place. He didn't even go home. He drove to their house, packed a bag, emptied their joint bank account, and disappeared. Just like that. A few months later, I heard rumors. Someone saw Jake in a different city, looking like a completely new man. Sharp suit, expensive watch, walking out of a high-end casino with a stunning woman on his arm. If it was him, he'd rebuilt his life, bigger and better than before. But the kicker? Before he left town, Jake sent one last delivery to Emily. A single pizza box. Inside wasn't a pizza. It was the receipt for every penny he'd earned from that second job, the itinerary for the dream trip she'd never take, and their wedding ring. No note. No explanation. Just that. The shop fell silent as he finished the story. For a moment, it felt like we were all there with Jake, standing at that motel door, feeling the weight of betrayal and the cold satisfaction of walking away. The shop owner leaned back with a satisfied grin. "Now that," he said, "is a hell of a story." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.